Hello everyone, I'm Ali Reza and with my co-presenter Rohin. In this chapter, we will discuss reverse image search. Additionally, I would like to remind everyone to participate in the quiz at the end on another tab than YouTube. Moreover, you should be using a laptop for a quiz, so be prepared. Internet has grown in popularity, accessing content has been easier and faster, which is why we must always consider the importance of visual verification. For instance, as seen above, in the image on the left, has been altered to target certain persons or groups. Additionally, it is critical to remember that a great amount of disinformation makes repeated use of images and videos. And with little search and the use of appropriate tools, it is simple to verify the visual contents. So, you might ask how we can verify images. Google Image Search is one of the most widely used tools. You can easily paste the image URL or simply drag and drop the images. The Google image search will return a number of photos or content that may look similar to the given image, and you may determine if the image is genuine or old and recycled, well, depending on the search results.
Thanks, Ali. I'll take it from here. You can use Google search by image function on your mobile device as well. All you have to do is long press an image and then tap the search with lens option. If you're not able to find what you wanted, then just scroll to the bottom of the page and tap the option to retry with Google search. And on Chrome on mobile, long clicking an image shows an option to directly search for that image on Google. If you're on your PC or laptop, however, this extension, Invid, is the one you should be using for your reverse image search needs. As Google is not the only search engine, it follows that there are other services that perform reverse image searches. Invid covers lots of these search engines. This helps you identify images that have been recycled to make new content, which is a very commonly used method in misinformation. It is also easy to cross verify your findings using this extension. People usually mislead viewers by putting a false caption over an old image. For example, this video shows how we use Invid. A Twitter post with a photo of a massive crowd claims that this is an anti vaxxers protest, and it was posted on Twitter last year. But using Invid's reverse image search all function, we get to search this image across many different platforms, including Google, Bing, Yandex, Tinai, and so forth. By cross referencing search results across all these platforms, we get to see that this was an old image from 2018 of a World Cup match celebration in France. The engines covered by this extension are shown here, and each of them has its specialties. My co-presenter, Ali Reza, has already covered Google's image search function. Here we have Yandex. In Yandex, you can crop the image to search specific areas within that photo, and you can also search for related and similar images. It is good at identifying architecture like buildings, bridges, monuments, logos, and even Western faces. It is especially good at identifying Russian related content, be it faces or places. Next is Tinai. You can sort by multiple parameters such as date and image size. Sorting by oldest is a great way to identify recycled pictures. However, Tinai isn't able to find a lot of things, so it is best to use other search engines as well to cross reference before making the final judgment on your fact checking work. And then there's Bing, where you can crop the image just like you did in Yandex, and Baidu, which is great at finding China related content.
So, based on what we covered so far, you can generally place misinformation and disinformation of images into two categories: altered images or out of context images. Altered images is what we all know, as seen in earlier slides, photos that are either cropped or edited, whereas out of context images means images that are real but is used out of context with a false statement or remark to mislead people. Just like the example of the France World Cup celebration photo from 2018 that has been recycled as an anti-vaxxers protest in 2021. We need to be careful of these since most misinformations are actual images that are recycled with false context or misleading content. I hope that everyone got a general understanding of how you can verify images and videos. Now let's try to do some quizzes. Go to quizzes.com/join, enter the key code and write down your nickname and start answering the quizzes. You will have 5 minutes to get your answer and you can check the leaderboard in the URL in the slides.
So, you only have 2 minutes left to get on to quizzes and get prepared before we start the actual quiz. What are you waiting for? Quickly, hurry on to quizzes.
Rohin, this reminds me of our quiz last year. It was also, timer based, and I remember how we had to scramble to solve the questions in the given time before the quiz closed. It was really quite nerve wracking, and we had a lot of stresses.
Yeah, yes, Ali, I remember that as well. I thought it was a fun experience to have that stress and extra pressure to solve the questions in a short amount of time, but it was also disastrous. Do you remember that time when we were supposed to open Kahoot, but then it wasn't loading on my browser for some reason? We were panicking quite a lot then. But enough of that. Are you guys on quizzes yet? We only have around less than a minute left before the quiz starts.
So, are you guys ready? We are gonna start the quiz now.
Here is the quiz. There is a photo. You have 5 minutes. You can click on the link to get the actual photo. If that doesn't work, you can click on one of the archived versions to view the photo. Now, your goal is to find out when this photo was taken. Was it really taken in 2022, as the Facebook user claimed? Or is there an earlier version of the photo that you can find on the internet?
Remember what we covered earlier? We talked about using reverse image search tools. There are many platforms like Google, Bing, ThinEye, Yandex. You can use Invid, which allows you to reverse image search the photo across all platforms.
Yes, Ali is right. From there, you can look through results from each platform and see if you can filter by date or sort by the oldest. Make sure you click on each result to find if the photo exists on the link provided on the search platform. Don't jump to conclusions so fast before submitting your answer.
So based on the quiz question, is the answer year 2020, 2016, 2022, or 2018? You have less than 4 minutes to go before the quiz closes. Rohan, I'm excited to see what if most of today's participants got the correct answer. Guys, while speed is the key, accuracy is very important too. Quizzes will set your score based on these two criteria. So make sure you're confident of your answer before hitting the button.
Ali is right. We heard that some participants got too anxious last year and clicked on the answer quickly before realizing they could have double checked their solution before hitting submit. Okay, you guys only have a few minutes left. Make sure you key in your answer before the timer hits zero. I'll let you concentrate on the quiz now, and we will come back with the solution once the quiz is over. There's less than a minute left. I hope you guys have found your answer, or at least are close to finding your answers. Okay. Okay. Thank you for answering, everyone. I hope you're all able to submit on time.
Last year's challenge was quite hectic. Do you remember, Rohin? We two submitted an answer before double checking it. I mean, it eventually turned out to be wrong too, but we paid for it. And I hope none of you guys made this mistake this time.
Yes, sir. I remember that quite well. Well, right now in chapter 1, we're all doing the quizzes by ourselves. But on chapter 3, we can start teaming up with our friends. The quizzes themselves will be harder, but it'll be much more fun and easier with friends. So, do you guys think you got the right answer? You'll find out soon as we show a detailed solution in the next slide.
So, we could use the live Facebook link to reverse image search across all platforms using the Invid extension tool. We see that Google wasn't very helpful with the results, so we look at Bing. And we see that Bing provided some results that are the exact same as the photo we have.
Now, on Bing, under the Pages with this image function, we get to view all the pages with this image. We click on that, and we see a function to sort by the oldest. It leads us to a lot of Pinterest links, as well as some other websites. Some of these are as old as 2001. We open these links to check and make sure they have the image that we are looking for.
Now, after opening the links, just to be sure, we do our checks. we see that the Pinterest links shows us a lot of cloud photos, but none of them is the exact same as what we are looking for. Then we go to another website. This page looks like a church web page, and we see the exact same image, but the web page does not have a date of publication on it. We only know that the web page was the last active in 2017.
Now, on this next web page, Reina del Cielo has a date of publication on it. It says 2015, but the post also has images that reference 2021 and 2019. This gives us an indication for now that the earliest version of this image is after the year 2015 and before the year 2022. Another link from Bing from the same website shows the date November 19th, 2016. We can click that link too, and that link brings us directly to a web page with this angel cloud image, which is dated November 2016.
Well, just to be extra sure, we look at TinEye as well and sort by oldest. We see that the same web page right now also appears on TinEye with the same image tagged on first found in November 2016. We can also click on these links to confirm and double check what we found on Bing.
Now, based on all our checks across the different platforms, we found that the earliest version of the photo goes back to 2016, and it wasn't 2022 as claimed in the Facebook post.
Thank you guys for joining today. It was a tricky question and we hope you managed to get the answer. You can check your score on the leaderboard at the link below, and we hope that you keep the track of your scores over the 8 quizzes.
I hope you had fun today. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to the team at this email address below. We hope you learned as much as we did throughout this chapter 1.
Thank you everyone for staying with us. We are the last year's verification challenge runner-ups. If we did it, so you can do it.
Stay tuned tomorrow for the next quiz as we will cover reverse searching videos. Same time, same place. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Goodbye.